Welcome once again to Clinical Theurgy, episode Nice. So, it has been a long, winding road that has led us to this point. A party wafting in the winds high above the country of Sierra Savant, on their way to a city that never quite has the same name. What guides the party this way? What leads them there?
We're gonna go kick some brother ass.
Whose brother? What brother?
Ivy's brother.
Ivy has a brother?
Yeah.
When did she get one of those?
She on Mari, she was like they brought out the test and said that he was the brother.
Well, then she already knows where the brother is if they were on Mari together.
Is it her stepbrother though?
Oh.
No, it's her secret twin brother.
Oh, so
God.
This is more like General Hospital.
Yes.
This is getting weird and uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
Secret twin stepbrother.
No, Step Magus, what are you doing?
Oh man, that tickles me way more than it should.
Succeeding you. Nothing personnel, kid.
But yeah, the party can waft along the clouds. And there's some quick things I want to roll for as you're like wind walking your way there. It's not really wind walk, right? John, if you have a sec, can you throw the spell back up there?
Yes,
some
it
things
literally is
double-check.
Windwalk, but we
Oh,
are
it is called wind walk?
flying at, what is it, 90 miles per hour or something?
Something like that. I think it was 60, but
Something absurd.
yeah. It was
60
too
feet
fast,
per
too
round.
furious. That's what it was. Thank you, sir.
$60 miles per hour, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple of these. Okay. Your travel goes largely uneventfully. A few birds happen to pass through a few of you. But aside from that, you can arrive. Are you going to arrive in the outskirts and then come into town, or are you going to like lower yourselves into town and then go back to normal?
Leave that up to, I don't know, I've never been here. I don't know.
Nobody has.
Well, whoever's done the research of what the customs are here. If the answer is nobody
I
has,
feel like that would be Antaeus' job. I think
Right.
he's the only one with the skills to do that.
Oh, that's right. We're
Yeah,
we're
can
in,
we get an... Does Antaeus have the skills to do this check?
This is... Yeah, was it locale?
Yep. Would be it. Ooh, very good. Yeah, so you'll know if you arrive in town and then come out of some kind of magical form, you will be swarmed by every person here that like needs money or needs magic and wants magic. And they will like talk all about the city, about these really loaded and powerful magical people that have come to town. So it would be in your best interest to try to keep some distance from the town before you walk into town. And try not to call too much attention yourselves. This is a place where there is a very large amount of people who make well below the means to be able to like survive normally. And the city is kind of built around the idea of an almost survival of the fittest system. So those who will die, those who can't find food will probably die of starvation, and no one will care.
Not too far off from Levi.
The country finds itself very very limited in their ability to control this place, which you would also know from what you were thinking about with Rian is probably a pretty significant reason that he would want to have some kind of interaction here. Like, if you can get things under control or controlled by the government, then you can start to alleviate some of these problems but also you can control the population doing some of this, which might be more in line with Rian's mentality, or at least that seems to be like the party's current belief in Rian's goal, if I'm collecting what all of you believe so far correctly.
So yeah, I think that would be our plan then, to dissipate into people again outside of town a little bit, and maybe finish the last, like, I don't know, mile by foot or something, or whatever would be like a good amount where we know, like, visually people in town wouldn't be able to see us changing form.
Yeah.
Not make a big spectacle of us coming to town.
That would do just fine. I have one thing to check for before you would arrive in town then. Ooh. Ooh.
Nah.
So you guys are making your way down like the last mile. You can see the town easily within sight. When you will hear something shout from like a set of, behind like a set of nearby trees, hold your positions. Don't take another step forward. Lay out all of your belongings, and no one has to get hurt.
No.
Under
I am
whose authority?
Yeah,
Not
you do
laying
not.
out all my belongings?
You most certainly do not see them, Antaeus. Under our authority. You just lay
Who
them
is
down.
our?
Yeah, show yourself.
That's the thing. If you can't see us, that gives us the advantage. So just lay everything down, and no one has to get hurt.
I'm not laying my stuff down.
Okay. If you do not do that, is anybody going to?
Is he speaking in common?
Yes. This is all in common.
And you said how far out was this from
Oops,
the?
I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
You're like probably 3/4 of a mile out.
Okay.
I start
Yeah.
defensively casting a spell.
Okay. Antaeus does a 20 hit, flat-footed.
Damn, barely.
Okay, I need you to take 8 whole points of damage, and that will trigger everyone for a perception check.
I guess I'll just use what I already rolled.
That's not enough. Ooh, Gulran also rolling pretty poor there. So yeah, none of you will see where they are at. And can I get everybody to roll into some initiative here? And Gulran, your spell will resolve at the start of the initiative order.
Got it.
Make sure that I do that before I forget.
Find a quick mini I can use here for these guys.
As Goran is doing this, I'm just trying to spellcraft to see what he's casting to get an idea of what his mindset is. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing.
This guy here.
And I don't know if my character has rested, if this is all accurate. Where is there's that? Oh yeah, his arcane was not accurate. Oh, none of this is accurate. Okay.
Okay. Let's roll them all into initiative and then add their bonuses.
Is this at all a fight that we would want our hit points for, that we still need to roll?
Yes, you should roll your hit points now. We should have done that actually as I was doing the intro. Sorry. But I was seamless transitioning there. Wasn't it so seamless, guys? Tell me how seamless it was. I need an ego infloat, or infloat. Yes, that's the.
It was so seamless. You should have been a plastic surgeon.
Thank you. I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult. I hate
Plastic surgeons. Yeah, but they make their sewing up not visible so that it's aesthetic.
Sure, I do that right. All right, so Ghoulron, your spell can finish at the start of before anybody else's action. So what is your spell?
Invisibility Purge.
Okay. You can cast Invisibility Purge, and that will trigger everybody to give me one more round of perceptions. Because their stealth will still matter here. Oh, damn!
What the hell?
Still good enough. So the first of these guys will go, and they will take another shot at Antaeus. But this will very likely make them very clear as to where they are at with the Invisibility Purge in place. I am assuming that a 30 will hit on Antaeus.
Yep.
Ooh, this is for big fucking damage. Antaeus takes 16 points of damage as an arrow whizzes out from a tree, and you guys can very clearly spot which tree it comes from. There is somebody like up in the trees that had to kind of like lean forward to take the shot. And Ivy, that will lead us to you. I'll pull some of your minis over and give you like a little bit of a array as to what you see so far.
You guys want to fight or just dip out of here?
It's up to you. I can help us run if you want.
I mean, I can dimension door. That's fine. I'm just literally debating.
How much can you carry with Dimension Door?
Well, you transfer yourself so you can you and touched objects or other touched willing creatures. So it doesn't matter how much they weigh if they're a touched willing creature. Like each person.
No, I thought Dimension Door had a limitation, just like any other teleport.
If there is no free space, that's the thing to do. 1,000 feet.
Maximum
no,
load.
I think everyone. I thought everyone just.
Oh no, it's just for objects. Okay.
Yeah, it's just if I'm trying to like carry objects and go, like you can't be over your max load.
Anyone who wants to be protected from arrow fire, stay within 30 feet of me.
But so you and touched objects or other touched willing creatures. So is it just any amount? Does it have any limit?
It's three people per caster level, or one person per 3 caster levels.
So that's 4. Is your animal companion considered medium or large?
I don't have an animal companion.
Oh yeah, you're okay. Yeah, so I mean I could dimension door us, but I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed with these people.
So this guy is here, the other 3 you do not know. I'm sorry, this guy is here. He's taking the easy shots on Antaeus. And he is not this big. I'm not as concerned with size. I was not expecting this encounter. This was a very rare encounter.
So rare. Lay down the law, Ivy.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Alright, fine.
Put your sword in his butt.
How far away is he? Effectively, I know he's up in a tree, but like how
he's
far
within
is the
he's
tree?
within 30 feet. The tree is within 30 feet of you.
Trees within 30.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
bad at
But
bad
to
at
also
perception.
climb the tree.
Oh yeah, it
would
was
probably...
really bad. Well, they were invisible on top of it. So they were invisible, hanging out on the trees, waiting for somebody to come by.
They were invisible for the first one.
Yes. Well, and
Okay, screw it. I'm gonna so I'm going into rage,
okay.
and my first spell is spider climb.
Yep. I wonder why.
My second spell is haste, so I have an additional movement.
Yep.
So I'm assuming with the movement and haste, I can get right up on this dude.
Absolutely.
Climbing up in his tree at him. So,
You will be in his face.
Yeah, so once I'm in his face, I will defensively cast
Nope.
Shocking Grasp.
It's a standard action. Oh no, you get the haste as part of your rage. Never mind.
Yeah,
Carry on.
yeah.
Carry on.
So, defensive concentration check. And I will just take one attack at him.
Sure.
Just trying to make sure. Okay, put on haste. Yeah, so that should be everything. And I have to remember which. I think it's just single attack I do when I'm not full attacking. We'll see. Oh!
Holy shit! This guy's gonna die. Yeah, roll me a critical. Oh no, he's not dead. Oh wait, that'll kill him. Yeah, his like electrified body flops down out of the tree, convulsing on the ground.
Anyone else want to keep fighting? You're gonna let us
No,
go to
everybody
town.
else will be like, no, we're good. Please carry on. No, they're
Awesome.
they're
Cool.
like they're saying it as softly as they can, but also like trying to project. But yeah, Brianna, you guys can decide what you want to do here.
Well, you know, I don't really want to waste any spells or anything on these guys, so I'm just going to give Antaeus a cure light wounds.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of healing spells, but you know, just figure Goron might also be able to help in that regard.
All right, Goron.
Thank you.
So no more arrows fling out of the trees.
No more
or
arrows
anything?
has come out so far.
Well, what do you guys think? Do they actually mean
I want to
what they
loot
say?
this one dude's body, but then I think we just keep going to town.
All right, I'll just. I guess is Antaeus in touching distance from me?
Yeah.
I'll give him a cure. How badly did I guess I can't remember. I'll just give him a cure light as well.
Yeah. that should
Do
more
I
than
have
good.
a macro for
Or
my?
close enough?
There you go.
Close enough.
Yeah, Antaeus, anything you want to do?
Yeah. Actually, I want to like look over the body that fell out of the tree, like look it over to like see if there's anything like any distinguishing armor or anything that signifies.
So actually, yeah, with your knowledge of local, with your with like the research you had done before you had left town, you can look over it, and you will notice that there are some like on his arm strap, where he's got studded leather armor on, and on the arm strap he has like a series of these like colors, almost in a flag-like form, a blue, a purple, and an orange.
I don't remember as a player what these stand for.
No, you don't know. This
I thought
is
we found something out.
you're
about them
you're
last
thinking
time.
about it. It's very similar to what was in Megiddo, but it is not the same.
Oh, okay.
The Megiddo
Okay.
thing is on the chest. This is like little strips on their arm that are made to look kind of like a flag. You would know this to be like he is a member of one of the guilds within the city, but as of right now, you're not sure. Like when you were going through the notes, the guilds don't maintain names as the city changes who's running it. The guilds will kind of change their names. Because some of the guilds will move up based on who's controlling it. Some of the guilds will move down. Some of the guilds will have like what they do changed or reassigned, or like the person who controls the guild might have moved into a different position, and now they like and now somebody else is like running the guild in a different way. Sometimes guild leaders change over and they change the mechanics of the guild. So guilds change a lot, and sometimes guilds don't even stick around. They may not be there for more than 2 or 3 years at most in some cases. But you guys can examine the body. Everyone else in the trees will remain like quiet and still as you pick over the carcass of this guy laying on the ground.
I'm gonna make a little note about which colors the were marked on his arm.
Yeah, blue, purple, and orange. Let's see here. And so he has a longbow, as well as some masterwork studded leather. He has some coins. He has some gemeralds. And he has some junk. Trying to make sure I only grab the stuff that matters here. Stuff that would be relevant.
Oh boy, salted ham.
Salted ham.
Yeah, I think seeing such piddly stuff, I'll just like call out to the rest of these people, like, you guys can come loot your friend or whatever, but if you see us again outside of town, maybe don't mess with us next time.
There's nothing but silence. They're not saying a goddamn word.
That's fine. I'm gonna assume that they're getting the message, and I'm gonna leave all of this stuff on his body. I don't care about any of this.
Then
23 gold is not gonna make a difference.
You all can head into town.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all.
The City of Ever-Changing Names, or some have referred to it as the Unnamed City, is a very dirty, very quiet place. Every step you take down the roads as you enter, it's kind of an open frame city. There are no walls, there are no sort of boundaries. You just kind of start walking through buildings. And everywhere you go, you can feel eyes upon you. It never seems like something is ever not looking at you. That there's ever a moment where you will be unnoticed. And yet at the same time, you don't necessarily feel like anybody cares that you're here either. Buildings are ramshackle, built largely of whatever pieces people can manage to take and keep. You can see houses where like bits of wall or bits of roof have been kind of ripped off. And then you can see, like, as you go maybe further down the street or around other corners, like the mismatched pieces of other buildings that correlate with other buildings that you've seen missing pieces. You can sometimes see like entire buildings almost like in the picture stacked on top of each other in order to create a makeshift second or third or fourth floor. And the larger or the more illustrious in its appearance a building tends to be, the more you are able to see like a semblance of the eyes that look upon you, or even people standing on the outskirts of the building or wandering around the outside of the building. And when you see those people, you can see very clear colorations on the shoulders of their armor or their shirts. And on the buildings, you can see little painted coloration marks that correspond with the symbols or the same colors that you see on their shoulder. These are very clearly the property of very specific people or very specific groups. Where do you go once you've arrived?
Well, we just getting right to the point here, or do you guys want to check out anything else in town?
I mean,
is there anything to check out in town?
I have no idea.
So, the Unnamed City, or the City of Ever-Changing Names, is known well for its access to a lot of peculiarities or some of the more seedy things you wouldn't be able to get in other towns. So, Antaeus, from your contacts, from your knowledge of alchemy, you would know that the largest amount of poison or things that come from the underworld all ultimately stem from here. Many theorizing that this place has a direct connection to the Underdark itself.
I'll kind of mention that as we're talking about this.
Interesting. Don't really care.
Well, if anybody needed anything that was, not on the books.
All I need is my brother and this gem.
But where, pray tell, is your brother?
Yeah, I guess I'd use diplomacy and maybe like ask a few of the random people who are staring and just be like, where, like, I'm new around here. Where would I find the leader of the city? Current leader.
Do you want me to ask?
I mean, I think I would just go ask.
Okay. Yeah, I think at the very least the first time, I feel like Ivy just kind of walks up to somebody, Go ahead, Ivy. Give me that diplomacy. I know your diplomacy is not bad.
I rolled a 5. That's nice.
But you will walk up to them, and I think your tone is kind of a little curt as you come up to them, which makes them regard you a little bit negatively, but not entirely. To some degree, it seems like they have a little bit of respect as you come up to them so curtly. And they say back, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'm an out-of-towner, and I'm looking for the leader of this place.
What gives you the right to even know?
I've got some interesting familial ties that give me plenty right.
I don't... See, we get a lot of that. We get a lot of people that come in here and they just think, I'm somebody's brother. I'm important. You know what ain't important? Being somebody's brother. You know what is important? Knowing the right people. And I mean really knowing the right people. Your brother probably don't amount to shit.
Probably. And that's why yeah, probably.
That's why you're looking for him? Yeah, you see how you're immediately justifying yourself?
Pardon me. Could you introduce me to the right people?
Who the hell are you?
My name is Brianna.
You talk fancy.
I talk how I talk. I'm just looking for the right people.
Give me a diplomacy in the way that you're selling this.
With knowing
I'm flirting.
Knowing the information about the Underdark, I am gonna like keep an eye out for like any to see if any places or anybody has anything with Kraskron on it, because just out of curiosity, because that was in the Underdark area that we found that.
No, that was
sort of, right?
Not that was not technically the Underdark. You were only like a what is the equivalent of a layer deep beneath.
Gotcha. So never mind on that.
Yeah.
Then.
Now listen, you look like a cute little thing, and I would be very, very happy to deal with you on my time off. But I got a job to do. And you all are impeding on my ability to do my job.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I wouldn't want to get you in trouble. What sort of job do you do here?
I keep an eye on things like I'm supposed to, and I take care of problems that happen to come along. Now, you four aren't problems, are you?
No, we're just looking for a little fun.
What
Not
colors
what
is he wearing?
she seemed to say. He has... Hold on a sec. You're making me roll colors now.
Is it not the ones that we saw on the other guys?
It is not the same. No.
Not concerned, none.
Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
God, what was I gonna say? Her idea of fun is different. I hear that she likes to take her lovers down a peg.
Her lover is her brother?
I don't judge.
We're from the south.
He's your brother?
I mean, I'm gonna find it that I'm gonna judge here. I don't know if I'm okay with this.
My lover is not my brother.
You said that was who you were looking for, and that's who she said you're looking for, is your lover.
She's putting different contexts on different things.
How am I supposed to know these things?
Sorry.
Actually, you wouldn't also know that.
You said you're looking for your brother, and then she said you're looking for your lover.
No, I'm saying Brianna wouldn't know that I take my lovers down a peg.
Right,
Gotcha.
right. Yeah. So yeah, she wouldn't have said that because she wouldn't have known.
No, I mean you were kind of making things up anyway, so that was probably a like on the fly kind of like I need something to say to this guy to intimidate him a little bit, but also kind of like speak his language.
Right.
Look, I don't know what you guys are actually here about, and I don't know what your real deal is, but you ain't getting to see anybody that matters unless you can get yourself into one of these doors. What were you doing with that? I need you to tell me what you're doing before you make these rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna appraise the building and like what he's wearing, and
compared to the rest of the buildings, this is a very ornate building. If you guys are catching somebody on the street, they're usually people that are doing some sort of either protection racket or walking the rounds, or there's somebody literally trying to like race from one point in the city to another, trying not to be molested in the bothered term, not in the literal molestation term.
Not in the assaulted term.
Yes. Well, sort of in the assaulted term, but not in the sexually assaulted term.
Alright, so you're saying we don't know anything until we get into one of these doors. How do we go about doing that?
You got any skills that could be of use?
What sort of skills are considered useful to you? We got a lot of skills, but I don't know what you consider useful.
Depends on what you're willing to do. Sometimes the bosses, they have interesting needs or wants. If you can satisfy some of them, you might have an opportunity.
Most people that meet me are very satisfied. I can be quite entertaining.
He chokes a little bit as you say that. Oh, I bet you would be. But again, I'm on the clock. Gotta keep my stern position here.
Well, I mean, maybe after you get off, you can get off.
Be nice. Perhaps you might have some use. You into the same thing she's putting down? Perhaps the boss could use some like you.
I mean, unless they're into being put in their place, maybe, but...
Oh, that part, I thought when she said that, she was just, like, being dumb or something. You know,
No.
He'll, like, lean in. The prettier ones tend to be a little bit dumb, you know?
Damn.
I can hear.
No, he's leaning into you to say that. Because in his eyes, you are less attractive to him than she is.
Okay.
You are less his type.
Gotcha. No, that's fine. Look, do you want what she's offering or not?
I mean, I'm gonna need if she's the only one who wants to try to join, then I mean she's welcome on in, but I assure you they will handle her assets fairly quickly.
Alright, anyone else got skills they want to offer up? Because I'm not about to do one of these assholes right now.
Oh, it wouldn't just be one.
Lovely.
Hey, if that's the skill you're offering, we could always use it. Some of these ladies, they don't stick around very long.
I mean, just looking a place over, I can, without having to do anything, tell you if there's magic around.
Oh, you're good at spotting spell stuff, huh?
My eyes are a little special.
He has special eyes.
What about the other two idiots you walked away from?
I mean, the one dude, he'll tell you about a god if you want to hear about
He's a skilled healer, too.
Oh, I guess that, too. He just talks so much about Krazkaran all the time. He can talk to you about Krazkaran.
What's a Krazkaran? You know what? You speak about it like I don't want to know. What about the other one over there? The one with all the bottles on him?
He's very good at... No, he's good at mixing up potions and stuff. He makes drugs.
Is all of this audible to me?
He's speaking pretty loud, so yeah. Drugs, you say? Now there's something we could always use a little more of. Why don't you bring your little drug man and healer man over here? I'm sure that's why they're standing together, right? He gets people wasted, then he comes along and makes them all better, so they can have as much of a good time as they want to have.
It's a very unique experience.
I think three of you work together really well. I'm not sure about this whole seeing the magic thing. Oh, wait, I get it. It's like a watching thing, right? You see the magic. It's kind of hot.
She also protects us.
I literally don't even know what you're saying right now. I don't know.
So, like, she's on the bed, and they're, like, getting their thing on, and you're, like, standing in the corner and seeing the magic.
No.
Oh.
No.
Just looking over the building to try to see if there's any other people.
No.
There's, like, there are eyes well, you don't necessarily see them, but you can definitely feel that there are things looking out at you from the building.
How do we even know that you're important enough to even be talking to right now?
You don't.
Good point.
But you don't get in that door if I don't let you in it. So I'd say that makes me pretty fucking important right now, wouldn't you? Fucking dumbass people coming to this town.
Shove my sword up your dumbass.
I'm just gonna kind of start pointing out the.
You'd
stuff
like
that
that,
he has
wouldn't
on
you?
him.
I mean, yeah, it'd make me feel a little better.
I bet it would. You're one of those types, huh?
You're weird.
I know a guy in there would be really into that.
Really into dying? Because that's what I'm telling you I want to do.
She doesn't speak in metaphors, I guess.
She's not too good with
No.
the metaphors, no.
No, it's not a metaphor. I literally want to shove my sword up your ass.
That would be a big problem. Do you know how many arrows would come out of that building if you did that?
Look, if it's the same arrows that came at me outside of town, I'm not really afraid.
I bet it would take 4 shots from my guy up top to take you out.
Maybe.
At least.
Is
But
he
I
personal
wonder
chaplain?
if in 4 shots I kill you first. I don't know. Sounds like a fun gamble.
Why are we threatening everyone? We were getting
Because
along
he's
so
pissing
well.
me off right now. I'm not
At
actually
least
going
there
to
appear
hurt
to
him.
be
I'm just
some useful
annoyed.
people here.
What'd you say, that skinny one?
I said at least there appear to be some useful people here. Then, maybe your brother is here after all.
Doubtful.
Skinny one, you got no idea what you're talking about. Fucking elves usually don't. They always think they do, though.
Damn.
Sure do. Whatever you said.
Listen, I know your fair skin makes you think you know something about something. That don't mean you know shit about anything.
Sure.
I'll
No,
tell
no.
you what. Somebody here made a pretty interesting proposition. I'm down to find out. He'll knock on the building, on like the wall of the building 4 times. You see, my man up there is ready now. If you think you can kill me before the 4th shot kills you, I'll be dead and you can get yourself right in this door. And not a single person inside will kill you unless you attack one of them. But if you attack even a single one, you'll be dead before your 3rd step.
I don't actually want to have to kill you.
I don't think you can.
I don't know. I don't think I have a high enough gauge.
You can still
Yeah,
give it a shot.
It's probably really bad. Ooh, yeah.
No idea. This guy stands really proud and really strong, but is that just a face he puts on, or is he really as strong as he seems to believe he is?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that really the route you want to go, risking my life or yours? Because this seems pointless. I was just venting frustration.
I'm all about watching people die, and as long as your friends are willing to stand around and watch, I'm not worried about it. Not a
Look,
single person who's taken this challenge has ever survived. They've all talked a good talk. They all fall down and color the ground just like everybody else does eventually. Your choice.
If I'm looking at this guy, I know, like, my gauge failed, but can I, like, basic perception to see, like, is he wearing armor? Does he have a weapon? Like,
He has on some
like,
studded leather, and he's got like a dagger at his side.
So unless he's magically protected, like, it doesn't seem like he'd be hard to hit or take down. But, I mean, he could be magically protected.
Good thing that you're able to check that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I would be looking him over, seeing if I see any magical auras
He
on
is
him.
free of any magic.
No, so, no magical auras, and he's just wearing studded leather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna say that would just be like, dude, you have no magical protection on you, and you're just in studded leather. You really want a chance?
I don't need it. Not a single one of you idiots that comes up here acting like you're some fucking cock of the walk has ever managed to do a damn little bit of anything to get anything accomplished. You all fucking die just like everyone else.
Christ. All right, so how does this go down? We attacking at the same time, or?
I'm not going to attack you at all. There's going to be 4 shots that'll come down the minute you raise your blade at me. If you survive them and you take me out, the door is yours. Walk right in and don't hurt another soul or you won't live.
Okay, fine. I'm annoyed. He said as soon as I raise a blade, though, so I am going to rage before I raise a blade.
Sure.
I am going to use
Take a step back over
Wait,
by
I have
Antaeus.
I have the arrow one. Hold on, I have to remember.
Did he say we're not allowed to help her?
You are not allowed to help.
We're not allowed.
Rip.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, is my shield other on, or should I take it off? Or...
Your shield other can be on. They won't know.
Oh, okay.
But if you start casting spells right now, they're going to know you're up to something.
True.
Okay, so I'm my rage options. I'm using protection from arrows as my first one, and then my second one is just going to be displacement and hope that they don't have like some sort of way to see through that.
I
So
need
yeah,
to check
I will.
one thing before you do that.
Okay.
But I think otherwise that's going to be fine. Let's forget how the stupid ability works.
Brianna leans over to Antaeus and just says, "You know, the sleeping with me way to get us in would have been a lot more fun."
This guy's already getting on my nerves.
What is your arrow one? It's protection from arrows, so that reduces damage.
Yeah, so effectively I get DR 10 against ranged weapons.
Okay.
Until it's taken, essentially for 10 hits, because once it's prevented 100 points of damage, it's discharged.
That's fine. Roll me your rage, or click on your rage so we can see the effect there.
Rage.
Oh, if she does that, I hopefully nothing prevents us from bringing her back.
Blood rage.
Okay. You will wail on this guy with all the force that you have. Go ahead and then you're activating, you said, the protection from arrows, and what was your second one?
Displacement.
Okay. Go ahead and you raise your blade then, and the first of the attacks will come.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a really good roll. Does a 32 hit?
Yeah, a 32 would be a hit.
Check displacement.
Displacement. Oh. I have to have a token out here.
Yeah, you got one down on the bottom.
Oh, do I? Oh, they are down there. Yeah. Okay, I didn't see them. They're so tiny.
They are so tiny.
Hey.
And I don't know why they're partially transparent.
Displacement. Oh, okay,
that's
a
hit.
hit.
So you are going to take 14 points of damage, and
is that before my protection from arrows or after?
That is before your protection from arrows. Oh yeah, I have the wrong Brianna on there. Hold on. I will put real Brianna on there. Please don't disrupt my display. Just simply tell me that something's not there. It's got to be up to code, damn it. It's got to be up to code. Grab a Brianna. Bring a Brianna over there. Bring it over, Brianna. Do. It's a Brianna today. Mouse, don't act weird.
Giant Brianna.
You size down here. There we go. And then I need to make a cast level check.
Name bullet?
No.
Oh.
Ooh, that is probably enough. It is 11 plus the spell's cast level. That is a Protection from arrows is a first level spell. Or I guess it's your caster level, right? So that would be
12.
12. That
20.
is just barely enough. Your protection from arrows will disappear as the arrow strikes you. But you can make your attack.
Okay, whatever. But it'll work for that attack though.
It will work for that attack, but then it is gone.
Okay, so if I'm shielded other, then it'd be 2 damage to each of us.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to have you make your attack, then the second arrow will arrive at you.
Okay. But I would be doing a full round attack.
Yes, basically
so...
you're going to make your attacks, and each time there's going to be the other arrow happening at the same time. Because they are fundamentally happening at the same time.
Yeah. You can't critically fail that.
Yep,
but I'm just doing a first level spell. So full round attack and spell.
Yep. That will hit.
Okay,
most
so there's
certainly.
The damage.
Okay, so
and
there
then
is
shocking grasp will release.
Yep, he is still standing. The next arrow will come down at you.
Now, when the first one came down, did it
That's
look like it
nowhere near
actually
going to hit.
did it actually look like it cast something or like something I could use for?
There was nothing cast
Okay.
that you could see. You can make your next attack.
Okay, so attack 2.
That will hit. Yeah, they are still standing, but they are really bloodied and really shaking. The next arrow will come down. That will be a 25.
Miss.
Ooh, very good. Take your next attack if you got one.
Yeah, so I have another attack 1, because I think I just get the 3 attacks right now, because I have full BAB -5, and then extra attack from casting a spell.
That will hit as well.
Damage.
And he will go down. And the next arrow will not hit you. And one final arrow will come out. And that is at full, so that is a 33
That'll hit.
for 7 points of damage. Very low roll.
So 4 and 3. Are you taking more still?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you will race towards the door uncontrollably. And you will kick in the door. And I'm going to need you to give me a perception check.
My horrible.
That is 100% what you wanted to happen. You will come out of your blood rage like not being able to see anyone around you. And can take in a deep breath. And someone will whisper to you. It's not bad. You're the first one to succeed. The voice seems to come from out of nowhere. You got a little bit of looky in your eye, though. I've only seen it in a handful of people before. Something wrong with you? You don't got everything all right in your head?
You know, sometimes I win, sometimes the shadows win.
That's some scary shit to hear somebody say.
Some scary shit to live every day, but here I am, and I'm trying my best to fix it.
Why don't you wave your friends on in here?
Is the guy dead, or if we were to heal him, could
Dude's
we
dead.
stabilize him?
Like, she put him to 3 hit points and then dealt him 13.
Okay.
I breath of life him.
You gonna spend that kind of money?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do we really want to murder this guy? I don't know. The rules.
I tried multiple times to be like, this is not the way I want to get in there, and he was the one kept being like, oh, no, everyone's talk, no one can actually do it. Like,
I guess if I can get
3 hit points, and she hit him for 13, so he had like a 10 gone.
Yeah.
I guess
He's a rogue.
If I can get to him in a round, I'll just ask everyone if they want me to res him or try to help him or not.
Nobody cares.
That's
Well, I meant
your
my
that's your
party.
spells.
Oh, okay, your party.
Your spells.
I guess Brianna, if he was able to be saved, like with a cure light or something, or a stabilize, but she would say that she doesn't think we should waste the spells on him.
Well, if I'm able to get to him within 6 seconds, I'll try to CPR him.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he will get back up.
All right, you learn your lesson.
Oh, what the fuck happened?
You just got your ass whooped.
Guys, we can come in now. Y'all want to follow?
I kind of just shake him up, clean the dirt off him. All right, you good?
He looks down at he looks down at the massive scar that's just starting to heal, but his armor still has this massive slash across it. And he's like,
I'll lean over and say, "You should have chosen the lover, not the fighter."
I gotta pay for this. You should have just left me dead.
Jesus.
I'll walk in and follow Ivy.
Yeah.
Well, I hand him a effigy to Kraskron and say, "This is who you have to thank for your life, Kraskron."
He will throw it on the ground, and he will spit on it and then stomp on it. Fuck this. I wasn't kidding. You should have left me dead. Your god just cursed me to hell.
Sounds like whoever cursed you is the one you should be blaming.
Because it doesn't look like you can deny coming back.
Well, maybe, yeah.
It just
I think
says...
it has to be willing, maybe. Will negates if they can want to resist.
Oh,
maybe.
okay, so he can try to will against it. That's what it is. Because it basically is not a regular resurrection. So you are healing them back from negative. Nope, he will fail. He has nothing for a will save, so... let's take a short break, and we'll see what happens on the inside.
Well, I don't know if I want to try to kill this guy now for spitting on my god.
So you enter into the building, and as well, I guess, what is Gulran going to do with this guy standing out here?
How much is your shit worth?
What the fuck do you mean by that?
It means I'll give you money to help you out if it seems like you'd rather choose death than not able to pay something.
He looks at you. Money isn't gonna fix this fucking problem. I just got disgraced in front of everybody here. There's not an eye in this place that didn't see it happen. And you woke me up so I can live through the punishment. You claim to follow whatever this fucking effigy is? You might
Watch your mouth, please.
You might as well just follow you laws with the way I just been betrayed.
You want a way out of here? If you apologize, I can help you fly away. If you'd rather that.
Why are you being so helpful?
Because I don't like needless life to be lost. I'm a cleric, after all.
He looks around the surroundings. He kind of looks down at himself. Do you know why I'm even here?
I have no idea.
I am worthless life. We're all fucking worthless life here. You think I got some opportunity if I leave here? You think my life is going to be better?
Maybe. There's a church that might have some work for you. If you want to stop being so arrogant and give thanks for those that are giving you a second chance at things.
Give me a diplomacy check. You have a bonus on this, but I don't want to tell you what it is.
Sure.
Yeah. You will say these words, and he'll like pick his foot up off the little effigy, and he'll put in his hand. Actual work, or like more of this bullshit?
Well, depends what kind of man you want to be, but if you tell them I sent you, they'll give you an opportunity. And if you want to make something of yourself, I'm sure there'll be a place for you. As I once was taken in as an orphan, I'm sure my people will do the same for you if you tell them you mentioned my name and that I sent you.
All right, then. Do what you're gonna do. Anywhere's better than here.
Fly, my friend. Fly is the wind. And I'll give him Windwalk.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him the direction of Knightsbridge, or if he doesn't know it, and say, fly that way.
All right.
I was hoping you would forget about that.
Yeah, he will raise up into the sky, gradually turning himself more cloud-like, and vanish from your sight into the sky.
5 days in the future, your whole church was murdered by some cloud.
That's okay. I don't even know if you told him to go to your church, did you?
Well, I
guess
give him my
to
effigy.
contrast.
I mean, if he can't figure it out, then he doesn't deserve to go to it.
First, he's gonna
Give
have
him
to-
your name.
So just for clarification's sake, okay? And if you explain this to Antaeus later on at some point, like you probably will, things will get explained. He is going to come into the city as a cloud, right? The very first thing that happens when any airborne object enters the
point.
city is the city's defenses kick in. So they will
Well, I guess
capture
I don't
this
know
guy,
this, so
bring him
I
to
don't
jail. I know, this is why it's acceptable that you did this. But he'll go to jail for a little while. He'll explain things. He'll eventually show the effigy. The effigy will get them to understand. They'll entrust him to the church, and they'll keep a steady eye on him. So if any of your followers were to die, immediately the law would be like, all right, you clearly did this, and if you didn't, you better have some really good explanation.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Maybe he turns out to be some cool cleric dude or something that actually cares about being saved one day. Who knows? I
Well,
don't know.
he's got a
That
few
was
levels
cool.
of rogue, so he'll have to start from there. It's a little bit of
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
rough thing when you're going in as cleric, but we'll see where that goes. I will happily let you know the end of his story down the road.
All right, after he mists away, I look kind of pleased with myself, and I'll walk inside.
Yeah. You can head in. As you do, the door will close, and a figure will step from the shadows.
Doing your own sound effects now.
What's nice timing. Well, I suppose you're useful enough, and we overheard who you were looking for. They look at Ivy. We can negotiate something. Right this way.
No, just follow, I guess.
Yeah. Are all four of you willing to follow?
Yeah, I'll follow.
I guess I'll say, like, what's going on, guys? Do we know who these people are?
No idea, but it's the first lead we have, so let's see where it goes.
Oh, okay. I guess.
You have a better idea how we figure fire? You know, I'm all ears.
No, I just didn't know you were trusting these people so casually.
You're not.
I'm not
all
saying
ears.
I
You
am,
have-
but doesn't hurt to hear them out.
Listen, the guy will, like, speak back. I understand your concern, but with what we just watched, it would be a challenge for us. We'd lose a lot of men making sure that you all didn't make it out of here alive. It's not really in our best interest now, is it?
Probably not, but you know, I tried to convince him it wasn't in his best interest and he didn't believe me, so.
He's there to prove whether or not it is in our best interests. He leads you up several, like, flights of stairs, and the stairs are, like, not in any particular order. Sometimes you have to, like, go down a hall, get to a point where there's stairs that go up. This is very clearly, like, a building that has been, like, the floors have been added later in no particular order. But eventually you will get to the top floor of the building. And the gentleman will knock a few times at the door. Wait a moment. There will be several clicks that you will hear. And then he will reach over and he will open the door. And inside the room is black as pitch. Even to those of you with dark vision. You may step in.
I'm stepping in. Do I happen to see any magical auras?
You see a lot of magical auras. But they are still, they're like kind of fuzzy, so you can see like the walls have a magical aura, the air itself has a magical aura, there's some magical auras off in the distance ahead of you. It's okay. I have no intention of killing any of you. Please follow behind your friend.
I will follow.
I will follow him.
Same.
The four of you will step in. The door will be closed behind you. You're here to make change, are you?
Potentially.
It is not easy to find the man who runs this city. He is well hidden from all of us. But we meet periodically to discuss matters. But it takes all of us to meet, to get to him. If you want him ousted, you should probably keep that to a minimum. You're fortunate to stumble upon here first, or maybe just drawn in by fate. But not all of us want to see him dethroned, as it might be put. Are you willing to potentially give up your life for him? Or at least put your life on the table?
Obviously, that's why I'm here. I don't really have a choice. It's either my life now or my life later.
I mean, maybe you're arrogant enough to think that it won't happen. I don't know how many times I've heard that before.
Nope. I know full well it might happen, but I am either counting on we win or I die. Those are my only two real options.
then I think we can work out something. There are 3 other leaders that I think would be willing to assist you. You'll need to meet with the 3 of them, and that should give you enough room to get to him. If you can get the other 3 to agree, we'll make the arrangements. But I'm gonna need some way to know this isn't a trap, that you're not here as a double cross, that you're not some sort of agent of his that he sent here. You're covered toe to head in more arcana than I have ever seen in my life.
You have a decent amount around this room as well.
I need my precautions, but not nearly as much as you do.
True. What would be sufficient proof to you?
You're not going to like it.
Why don't you try me?
1 strand of hair, 1 drop of blood, and your proper and full name written down on the vial you put them both in.
And what do you plan to do with this?
Kill you if you betray me.
And how do I know that this isn't some way for you to just kill me before I get a chance to do what I need to do?
I have 0 intention of taking that, because the other 3 here would see me dead likely just as quickly as I would see you dead.
What do I even care at this point? If I die, I guess it just solves my problems for me anyways.
That's a sentiment that is one I hear a lot of around here.
Well,
You'll
you
fit
know,
right in.
I have some unique circumstances to my life that mean I either do what I've come here to do, or dying is probably the better of the options at that point.
That's what drives most people here. What drives people to be stuck here. Offer it up.
Alright,
I will make sure this all works out for you.
I guess I'll do what he asks.
Yep, he'll, there will be, like, a very dim bit of light, that will fill the room, as an object is kind of tossed, that you can see is kind of, like, tossed over to you, and there's, like, this very faint glow that will come towards you. It is a vial. Inside the vial is, like, a little, you've probably never seen one of those, but it is what we know in this world to be a ballpoint pen. And there's like a little label on the vial that you can write on. Just a drop, just a hair, and that device should allow you to write on the label just fine.
Yep, I'll do all of that, and then I guess toss it back to him.
Yeah, as you toss it back, it'll like kind of stop in midair and then lower to a specific spot before kind of disappearing into the darkness. Good. Now, this and a note will kind of will kind of like flit over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Should get you into the other 3 guilds.
Oh, goodies! I don't have to kill someone outside of every single guild.
I would rather things not go that way. As much as I'd like to see them all fall, not under these terms. Things need to be back to the way they should be again before we go back to those ways.
And what should we say to the other guilds? Does it matter if we tell them our true purpose or not?
The note I've written will handle that. I know the other guild members quite well. We have all come to a truce from this standpoint, actively working to at least de-seat the other four, in the hopes that should we be successful, we could potentially make a play at leadership. However, the other four are staunchly embedded at his side. And without some extra play on our side, we are fundamentally hopeless and stuck in this miserable situation. You do know where these other guilds are, right? Don't need you wandering up to the wrong place with that note and getting me into a big mess of trouble.
Why don't you just let us know where they are for assurance?
Yeah, we're new in town.
He'll draw out some things, and then like another piece of paper will float over to you. It has kind of like a makeshift map and a series of it's a little hard to see, but there are colors as you get it like really close to your face. You can see that there are colors on each one to look for.
Thank you.
Doe, what should we call you or refer to you as in case it becomes important for us to know?
It won't be. What I need you to be right now is honest and successful. Because if you're not, there won't be anything you'll need to call me.
Well, I'm probably one of the most honest, blunt people you'll ever meet. Successful? I mean, I wouldn't be trying if I didn't think there was high probability, but I'm also not an idiot. I know I face someone who is probably more similar to me than I like to admit, so I'm prepared for what I assume is similar power.
I do hope you're like him, and I do hope that you're close enough to him. The abilities and the strengths at which he has are unlike any we've seen. They are powers that have made it quite difficult for any to oppose him. A lot of deals have been made, and a lot of strange and unique abilities he has gained. Be warned, the sky is under his control, not the other way around.
Okay.
Good luck. Follow the map. Make sure you get the message to where it belongs.
I will do so.
All right. The door will open. You'll hear it behind you. And you can all choose to take your leave. Does anybody have any other questions that they want to ask before they step out?
I don't.
Nope, not me.
Okay. You can move on, following the map to the next guild house. Can I get a survival check from somebody to follow the map?
Survival? I should be decent at that.
I am not, so I will not attempt.
Sure. Between Brianna and Gulran, that is enough to get to your intended destination. Give me a perception as well when you arrive there. All right. Brianna, you can easily identify, and Antaeus, you as well, the symbols of the colors do mesh what is listed on the map. And again, outside there are people, but this time there are like 4 of them that are kind of moving about the perimeter. This place has a much larger square footage area. And as you get closer, Ivy, you can see there is a moderate glow of magic coming from this building.
I will. Oh, actually, I guess, do I have the note, or do you?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'll just start walking up to the building and wait till one of these people stops me.
Yeah, one of them will quickly rush in front of you. Where do you think you're going, miss?
I have a note. Please read this. It'll explain everything you need to know.
What makes you so special?
Read it and you'll know.
I can't read it.
Why can't you read it?
Because I don't fucking understand this, Scratch. And
Then
like,
hand it to someone who can.
I don't know who the fuck can read this shit. They'll like show it to you. Like, where the fuck did it come from?
Yeah, I'll look at it like.
Do you speak Undercommon?
What language is it?
No.
What language is it in?
It's an Undercommon.
I'll just look at it and
translating it.
I'll
translate it in my head first.
Correct. I'm gonna assume you do that because the letter is essentially a letter saying these people in these, like, it basically lays out like a framework for a plan to assassinate the leader of the city. And so you probably think to yourself, like, it's probably best that I not read this off.
I'll just tell this person, it's a letter of great importance that I'm sure your guild leader will be able to understand, and they're probably the only one that should be privy to it.
I've seen how this works. You're one of those wizard types, and this has got those explosive runes on it, doesn't it? We've had one of these before.
Is there magic on this? Like, can I see? Is there magic on it?
There's no magic on it, but he doesn't know that.
There is literally no magic on it. Can you just go give it to
That's what they all
leader?
say. They all say there's nothing magic.
Well, if your guild leader is worth or whatever, they'll be able to tell there's no magic on it before they read it.
If it did have runes on it, I would have blown up when I was reading it just a minute ago.
You were pretending to read it.
That's
you
what I was
wrote
gonna
it.
say.
That's how it works.
I'm with this guy. You can't trust arcane magic as far as you can throw it.
Can you
Thank you.
Shut up, please.
These look just like runes to me.
I will wait here. Can you go hand it to your guild leader, let them decide what to do with it, and then...
Surely your guild leader has a wizard or someone that can make sure it's not a magical trap before they get it.
Where do you think you are? This ain't the capital. We don't have wizards walking around every 4 feet.
Can we speak to somebody with a name tag or some authority here, please?
One person outside of one of these damn places. I don't want to make it 2. Can you go inside and do your job? And
you didn't kill anybody outside of one of these places.
Oh, you
do I know giving him comprehend languages, will he be able to read that language or no?
Technically,
you can give him comprehend language and he'll be able to read that. Absolutely.
If you're going to start doing that,
comprehend languages self only though?
Is it self only?
I was gonna interject. Technically, he's right. Goron did revive him, so I guess
I still killed him first. He died. He
what
literally
kind of
died.
argument is this? You guys are fighting over whether or not somebody actually killed or didn't kill or brought.
Well, you see, we already killed one guy that tried to ambush us. We didn't want to make it 2. We really don't want to make it 3.
And Teus, did you prepare comprehend? Can you give him the vial of it or whatever?
I'm not wasting it on him.
Oh my god, Teus, please!
Also, it's probably not something
he level 1 spell
anyways.
Listen.
It's also probably not something he should be reading. It's for it's very confidential.
Oh.
It's okay. Obviously he'll take full responsibility when we go back and tell the other leader that he wasn't willing to pass the message along.
I'm worried about the other guilds. They're really gonna put it to us, those fucking weaklings.
What if I give you protection so that if you take damage, I'll take damage? So that.
How's that gonna help me? I'm not my guild leader.
Are these the guys?
Well, because they don't know it's safe.
I am sick and tired of your attitude. Look, you want to see the blood on my sword, okay? I am tired of having to kill
People
today,
kill
but I
people
will
around
do
here
it.
all the fucking time, okay?
Yeah, so you want to die right
killed
now?
some
You
random
wanna die?
dude in an alley.
I will kill you right now. Do you want to die?
I can kill somebody now. You want to watch? I'll go across the street right now and I'll fucking slit
Don't
someone's
stop
throat.
killing
Don't do it.
everyone. No, stop.
I don't
Can
think
we
you will.
please? Let's not test
You don't
people.
think I will?
No, he
Don't
does.
do it.
He does.
He'll pull out his blade and he'll start walking
No,
across the street.
wait! Stop!
I'll go knock on the door.
He's like wandering into an alley.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna go
bet
knock on the door.
he's not in front of us anymore, so Antea says he's gonna go knock
Well,
on the
another
door.
person will come over. There are 4 people out front of this place,
Okay,
not just one.
so are you gonna
Yeah.
be smart and just take this letter to your guild leader, or do we have to have an argument with you two?
I don't know. I'm not feeling any diplomacy checks that have been going on, so I don't know why you guys are trying to do this without like trying some sort of nicety.
Damn. Show that cleavage. You two and Deus.
Give me your spiel.
Sorry,
Does this
I was
guy
muted.
look like dressed the same?
Yeah, they're all kind of dressed the same. A lot of these guys look kind of
So
alike, almost.
one of your other guys just decided that it was okay to leave his post to go and kill somebody in an alley because somebody told him to. Somebody he doesn't know.
He's the dick measuring type, you know? He's got a axe to grind. From what I hear, there's a reason.
That's actually been my experience as well. Usually when you have something to prove, it's because you're making up for something. But you seem more reasonable.
I am. Who are you? And,
Oh,
how'd
well,
I
my
get
name's
about 10 minutes?
Brianna. All you have to do is ask. And perhaps deliver this message for me.
Alright, what is it? He'll like... you're not even holding it right now.
No, my friend has it. It's
He'll take it.
It's something between the 2 leaders of the guilds. We're not really... It's above our pay grade a little bit.
Is it magic?
No,
No.
it's not magical.
You sure?
It's not.
Well, if
magical.
she says it's not magical, then it's not. She has detection.
Do you see my black, glowy, sparkly eyes? They let me see magic without
That's not helping your case. But I'll tell you what.
Mm.
Her sparkly eyes now,
Okay, then have fun with her and just go deliver this letter, please. I am
Not in that order,
tired
though.
of waiting. Yeah, preferably take the letter, and while they're looking out at you two can go.
Then how do I know I'm getting what I'm getting?
Well, you're not getting anything if the letter doesn't get delivered. So
I'm a woman of my word.
How about this? How about you come with me?
Okay.
My God.
He'll like...
yeah, she's not going by herself though.
She needs to for me to make this look official.
And how do we know that she's going to be safe if you go in there with her by herself?
Got your little letter, don't I?
How do we
It's
know
okay,
that you're going to keep
Antaeus.
your word?
You don't.
It's
This is
okay
why
if she
I wish
doesn't
we could
come out
bypass talking to
safely.
these
I'll just start
people.
stabbing my way in.
It's okay. This is okay. We got this.
These guilds are stupid.
I wonder. I'm gonna go over some things for a moment.
He will guide you inside. He will, as he gets inside, there will be somebody that greets you both at the door. They'll go, "Who the hell is this?" It's none of your business. It's my business. I'm supposed to deliver this. You've been told not to bring unauthorized letters in here. I have it on good authority, it's fine. Whose authority? What the fuck is all the questions about? I never put anybody in harm's way. You know I'm good for it. And they'll kind of lean into each other, and for a little bit they'll whisper back and forth. And then eventually the other one will pull back, and he'll be like, "All right, I'll make sure the letter gets to the boss." Good. Hate for things to go the wrong way. I'm taking my break, by the way. Right this way.
Excellent.
He doesn't take 10 minutes. About 3 minutes later.
Big surprise!
It's not normally like that.
Oh, it's okay.
Buddy.
I'm sure that
It's
I'm
been
sure
a
that it
long
was-
time, you know.
Yeah.
It's been forever since, you know. But it's pretty good. If you ever want to come back, you know, I'm here.
Absolutely. I'll wink.
Give me a bluff.
Okay.
Long to read that letter.
There
Oh
you go.
yeah. Yeah, he'll lead you back out, and by about that time, the other person will like meet at the front entrance area that you saw before. He'll say like, "Go ahead and invite your friends in. Boss says he's willing to talk." The door will open, and the three of you, after about 3 minutes, will get shouted out to. Get in here now. In between that 3 minutes, by the way, the other guy will come back and he'll like clean the blood off of his dagger, and then he'll like gesture to his shirt and be like, and he'll like shake his head at you, Ivy.
I'm just looking at him disgusted.
He'll chuckle.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? Get in that place. I want nothing to do with you all.
You're lucky I didn't kill you.
You would love to have tried. Failed.
I would not have failed.
Well, next time I can always show them what happened. Maybe that'll traumatize them.
All right, Ivy, come on. We've got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I'll head in.
Yep. The four of you can head upstairs. And as you reach the top floor, once again, there is another pitch black room that you are led into.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know this is from where you're saying it's from?
I don't know. Do you want my blood and hair? Does a name as proof too?
Whoa, what? You gave up blood?
Yep.
You know you're as good as dead then, right?
Only if I go back on my word.
You put your faith in his word?
Look, I just want to do what I'm here to do. If I die afterwards or in the process, I don't really care anymore. I just need this done with.
The three of you have fallen around somebody like this?
Well,
Well,
we're
the
here
other
to
thing
make
is
sure
that
she
if,
succeeds.
If people know that they have her hair and blood and something happens to her, then they're the ones responsible. So
I don't
Wasn't
think you
smart,
understand
I
how responsibility works in this town.
It sort of seems like every person for themselves.
well, it seems like that, but
It
all of
is
you
like that.
do all of you have rooms like this? These dark rooms?
I'm assuming
very
based on
similar
the
to the last
language
question
of the
we had.
letter, you know they're a certain type of person. Light probably hurts them a little bit.
See, at least one of you is catching on here. Yes,
Well,
we're
yes.
all people who prefer dark spaces. That's correct. You got it.
I may not be smart, but I'm at least wise-ish.
Well, I mean, I figured as much in that respect, but
That being said, though, the boss doesn't like dark. So we don't use it a lot. It's not bright, but it's not dark. It's enough that things can be handled.
Good to know.
The others will fight you. They won't let you just take him down. He's given him a big position. Left the rest of us to fight. Or at least he thinks the rest of us are fighting. We've been keeping up appearances. We haven't told the men anything about us working together. But we've been keeping close connections where we can. It's good to know that
Good
somebody's
idea.
got a death wish.
I don't
It'll work
necessarily
out.
have a death wish. I just know I have limited options, and death is one of those, and I'm not afraid of it if that's what it comes to.
You're willing to give up your blood? You got the biggest death wish I've ever seen. But that's none of my business. You do the job. You're willing to do the job? I'm 100% on board to help.
Sounds good.
Guess you only got 2 more stops then.
Yep.
I thought there was. Oh yes,
3 others.
3 besides the first one we went to.
Yep.
Yes.
We're gonna have as much trouble with these other places as we have with these last 2.
You're trying to deliver a letter to people that need to stay in secrecy and have a lot to worry about. It's the only way you're going to be able to get a message to us. And I can assure you, the next place, either of the next 2 places you're going, it ain't going to be so easy.
Is there
Any advice on how to ease it along as best as possible?
Depends on where you're going. You want to smash something more right now, or do you want to... Or do you want to showcase your mental prowess? Which is better for you?
Me?
Well,
Smashing
any of
things
you.
usually, but some of them are pretty good at mental stuff. I'm more of the smashing type. Unless it's
That's accurate.
her smashing type, which is kind of a different smashing type.
Yeah. Well, around here I have a lot of
We'd
trouble.
like to incorporate the 2.
I have a lot of trouble keeping the men entertained. But, not gonna find that elsewhere. They got a little more coin to throw around.
I'm gonna have to kill someone else.
It's a hard question to answer. They're pretty violent.
Fun.
Well, we can handle the fighting, and I know at least one of us has got the book smarts, if that's what it comes down to.
Well,
Yes. Rather do that than have to use more spells, but
you make the choice. Best of luck to you either way.
Thank
Wish I
you.
could make it easier on you, but we gotta keep up the ruse.
Well, we appreciate.
And stop mentioning that thing's from another guild house.
Oh, okay.
You're only gonna make it harder for you.
I just said I had a letter to deliver.
I don't know which one of you said it, but appearances need to be kept up.
good to know. Thank you.
Okay. And I think this is optimal time to take the next break. When we get back, we will see how things go at the next location. See you soon. Yeah, so what have you decided? Strength or smarts?
She's strength first, I guess. Get it over with.
Sounds like a plan.
Especially
agree?
because the smart person just walked away. So.
I'm here.
Brianna says, "Hey, we're all smart in our
No,
own
I'm
ways."
not.
Yeah, so when you get to the next one is built sort of like a fort. There's like various walls from buildings that kind of wrap around the outside, with a gate on the front of it, and then a large building in the back, and a couple of guys that stand out front. You can move along.
Who do I gotta beat up to talk to your leader?
You beat us up?
Yeah. I was told that you guys are all about strength, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to beat someone up in order to be able to talk to your leader. So here I am. Who do I gotta beat up?
You're pretty direct for a broad.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, look, lady, I'm gonna level with you. I
Okay.
let you inside there and you start fighting with people, they're gonna get real fucking handsy, you know what I mean?
I don't want to fight with anyone I don't have to fight. I want to fight the person who will let me inside, and then I just want to go straight to your leader and have a chat.
Alright, this isn't gonna be one of those things where you're like trying to get assistance from one of the guilds for us like manhandling you or some shit like that.
No. I just
no,
want to
she
go have a
can
chat
handle
with your
herself.
leader. And I'll just do whatever I have to do to get my chat with your leader. So you tell me how I prove myself so I can go talk to who I need to talk to.
Damn. He's like actively confused. Give me an intimidate check.
My intimidate is not that
Oh,
good.
I thought you had ranks in intimidate.
I don't actually. I should. I have them in diplomacy when they probably should be in intimidate, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. It's not bad for me.
He'll open up the gate and he'll lead you through by bringing in these fucking viewers. Is your like fan club or whatever?
Sure, call him that.
He'll guide the four of you in, and he'll take you over to this like pretty big guy. Be like, all right, initiation's real simple. You can take down Bubba over here,
Okay.
and we'll let you speak to who you need to speak to.
Are
For
there
the
any
next
rules,
step.
or do I just take him down however I can take him down?
We don't use any weapons here.
Ugh.
Not for
Initiation?
this. We're not looking. Look, can't be
I
killing
get it,
new
I get
recruits
it.
and our members.
Okay. So what, we just fist
Initiation?
fighting?
Yeah.
Recruits. Initiation.
Yeah. What you came here
Look,
for.
it's
She came
whatever.
here-
If it
she
gets
came-
me to talk to the leader, I don't care what sort of initiation he thinks this is.
He thinks you're joining them.
Yeah, and when I talk to the leader, they'll figure out why we're actually here. I just need to get to the leader.
Hey, what are you over there whispering about? I don't hear so good, but I hit so good.
All right, we fighting? We fist fighting? We
Yeah,
going?
let's do this.
Hey,
Fighting,
is
we fisting, we fighting.
am I allowed to use any abilities I have to hit harder with my fists, or is this...
Look, just no weapons, okay? Don't
Okay,
be doing
no
none of that
weapons, okay.
claw shit either.
Okay, no claws. I don't do that anyways, but
All right.
okay.
All right. Let's see how this goes then. I want a good,
Alright.
clean fight. Let's get it on.
I'm going to be tracking how long it takes.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me initiative to see who starts off this combat. I'll roll one from him. Oops, I do have to use a token, so I'm gonna use. That's probably not a fair one. I'm just gonna use Gul'ran's token. No, Gul'ran's got random bonuses to initiative.
No, I have 0, I think.
You have a 0? That's what I thought, but I thought you took random improved initiative stuff.
No, I have bonus if it's
Damn.
against an
Okay.
evil creature. Hey, my 20 initiative.
Yeah, he stole it from you. Look at that. So he's gonna go first, and he's gonna take a big league smash at you. Does a 30 hit?
Nope.
Ooh. He'll like slam his fist in your armor, and then he'll kind of shake his hand. What the fuck you got on? I didn't wear any of that shit.
Not my fault.
Somebody should have told you.
They just said no weapons.
He will try to swing again. He does have a couple of attacks. But that will come up much less. So you'll like kind of dodge easily out of the way of his second swing. And you can take your action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go into rage, because why the fuck not?
Okay.
'Cause I'm
Roll me
annoyed
your
with all
blood
this
rage.
bullshit. This is gonna screw me someday, but I don't know, it's a pretty good roll.
That's a good roll. What are you taking?
I think I kind of want to do blur and haste,
Yeah.
because I think I just want the extra hit right now.
Okay. He watches you kind of like go fuzzy, and you can see like an active look in his face. He's not like shaken per se, but he's definitely like uncomfortable with what just fucking happened.
I just smile at him and just like, yeah, let's go. Okay, so normally I would just roll my attacks, but what should I
Just roll a melee attack.
like my attack macro, or just hit the melee button?
Just hit the melee button.
Okay.
He's gonna get AOs against you because you are considered unarmed.
Okay, whatever.
He does have improved unarmed strike.
Alright, fine.
You're still wearing armor though, so he's not getting past that. So that'll hit.
I don't remember what... Are we actually, like...
1d3 plus strength.
Jesus. Slash roll 1d3 plus... What is my strength mod right now? No buff, so it's just a 7. And we're just going to... Copy.
Alright.
Ooh,
Good stuff.
8 damage.
He will take your 8, and he will... You have multiple attacks, right? You're plus...
Yeah, I'm gonna have 3 attacks.
Yep.
So
Roll them all.
this is the -5, so 25.
That will still hit. He's not wearing any armor.
Wow, gain,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm loving it.
Does he have combat reflexes?
No, he does not. And you can't take combat reflexes on the same target anyway.
That doesn't look like he has any
Okay.
reflexes.
And then hasted attack.
That will... hold on. That will hit.
Ooh, a little more damage.
Yeah. He's still up, though. Still looking all right. And he will try for a much different strategy this time.
Okay, buddy.
Does a 30 hit your CMD?
No.
Damn. He will lunge forward and try to grab around you. And you'll just kind of like duck underneath it.
Doesn't grappling provoke AOs, or do you
if
have
you
to
have
have a
improved
feat?
grapple, you don't provoke AOs.
Oh, does he have improved grapple?
Yes,
okay.
he does.
Gotcha.
And you don't provoke AOs anyway because you're not armed.
Oh, he was trying to give her a hug.
Okay. Sure. Alright, is that all he's doing?
Why are you so hard to touch? Yeah, improved grapple does not give you the ability
Okay.
to make multiple grapples in a round.
Alright, here goes my attacks.
Insane.
That should hit, because a
That will
20
hit. Yep.
And then this will be at -5, which
That will still hit. Yep.
And then hasted attack.
Oh.
Crit oh, oops, that I didn't mean to do that.
That's
I
okay,
meant to
roll
hit
your-
this again.
Yep.
For confirmation.
We'll confirm.
So then, what
just
is that?
Hit up again and just roll the same thing. Roll the damage. Yep, again. So that'll total the two together.
Okay.
Damn. This poor guy. He's like kind of swaying back and forth. I'll fucking get you this time.
11,
You
12.
meowed like a cat.
Are you good?
14.
Oh my god. He rolls a fucking 2. Oh, this poor guy.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Was he trying to hit or grapple?
He was trying to grab you. He
Okay.
lunges forward at you, and you with relative ease just bring up the fist at his jaw and send him collapsing to the ground.
All right, cool.
17, 18.
I just like dust off my hands, like take the blood off. All right, can I go talk to your boss now?
But he just kind of stands back. Yeah, I think you're gonna be in. This'll be pretty solid. You fucking beat the shit out of Bubba.
Bubba.
Yeah, I did. Take me to your boss, please.
They'll lead you up to the door. Unlike all the rest of these places, this is like the least like kind of dark and gloomy kind of place, and it just kind of like walk you up. There's the guy that meets you on the other side is like a rather burly guy. You took out Bubba, they say? How?
With her fists.
No way.
I think he can share the memory if you feel like watching, but
I don't think Bubba can share shit.
No.
Oh, no, I can if you want. It lasts about 18 seconds.
No,
roughly.
I don't want any part of that shit. Magic's fucking weird for losers.
Okay, can
Sure.
I go in?
Yeah, let me take you up.
Okay.
Anybody that can take out Bubba's well worth talking to the boss. They will.
Set the bar kind of low around here.
The hell does that mean?
Well, they're all a bunch of peasants.
Nothing. I'll just lead the way.
As you get towards the top, you will notice that, like, you start passing people whose, like, physical structure far exceeds your own. You get the impression that, like, well, what you fought down there was somebody who's probably strong. It's not a matter of the bar necessarily being set low. It's a matter of, like, up here, these guys probably have a lot less. They probably feel like they have a lot less to worry about because he's got, like, what looked damn near like somebody chopped off the top half of a hill giant and stuck it on a human's body.
Those poor little legs.
Yes. These are guys that constantly skip leg day, but they had never skipping uppers.
There's that swole dog meme.
Yeah. And you can get to the door, and once again, the inside is pitch black. What did you want with killing Bubba, or taking out Bubba?
I just have a note to bring to you that I would like you to read. It'll explain why I'm here.
You don't want to join? You don't have some other motive?
I have other motives, yes. I'm not here looking to join, but I needed to prove myself to talk to you.
A lot of money.
I don't need money.
What do you want?
I want to end a curse that's on me.
You can get a cleric for that, can't you?
If only.
Alright, I'll stop asking questions.
Damn. I was hoping to see if I could pick up a dialect.
No, his voice is like really faint. It almost sounds like maybe his windpipe is broken a little bit. Or like just in some, like severely damaged, and he's kind of breathing out the words. But he'll like, you'll hear somebody like walking around that fetches the note and brings it over to him. Alright, it's about time. Hoping for this for a while. Hope you got a good axe to grind. I want to see this fucker dead, okay? I want to never see him again.
Well, I can't guarantee death, but I can guarantee you won't be seeing him again. I have other plans.
Whatever puts him close enough, I'll take it.
Alright.
I'll get you in there. How
Sounds
many you got
good.
left to see?
Just one.
Who?
I've been told they're the brains,
Yeah,
the smarts.
I gotta warn you. I don't trust him. He's, he sounds like he's in with us. But I get a weird vibe from him every time. He wants more than what we all want. Wants something different. Keep your eyes
Such
open
nice.
as best you can.
I'll do my best, but as far as I've been told, I have to get all 4 of you in on this in order to do what I need to do.
It's fair. Good luck.
I'll just wait for the note to come back to me and
Yep.
head out.
It'll be carried back, and you can head to the last location. This last place is put together a lot better than any of the rest of the places have been. Things are structured, organized, assembled. And there are 2 guys standing outside in almost like what you would expect a typical guard to be standing outside doing. They'll like periodically move a little ways, walk a little ways, and then kind of resume their positions, each one in kind of like opposition to when the other moves. And as you reach the front of the building, they will kind of like stop, turn, and gesture towards the door.
Does this look like, as far as like the style of building, does this look like what the rest of the buildings would look like if they were a full building, like same materials and such, or?
This, yeah, the materials aren't different, but it is a much higher quality construction than anyone else's.
Okay, so it's not like it's something unusual around these parts. It's just that it's all in one actual building.
It is all really
Okay.
well put together versus everything else that looks like people who barely knew anything about how to build a building managed to like hobble together in what way they
Pull
could.
something off another building and then like put it onto their own.
Yes.
I'll look in the direction, just make sure there's no magical auras.
There are a large number of magical auras around this building.
Alright, I'll start. Is this Arcana or Spellcraft?
Arcana.
Ugh. Damn it.
It's Arcana to identify the school, and then I think you can try for a spellcraft.
Well, I can Spellcraft, but I can't Arcana. So anything I can Spellcraft, I'll Spellcraft,
Yeah,
but I'll
give me a
just mention...
spellcraft. Yeah, so with that 27, let me double check something here.
Should have brought some more mage sight.
And with your ability, you need to give me a will save. Ooh, that is very good. You will notice that the aura that is on this is not the real aura. Like, you're first looking at it, you're like, oh, this is weird. This looks like it's like fire protection. And then as you look closer at it, you'll realize that that's just like, that's kind of like a surface level that's been almost painted on to the edging of this. There are a lot of auras on it, but most of them are protective auras. Auras to help it resist explosives, auras to help it resist people like bashing through. A lot of like protective, damage-resistant auras, and a number of like auto-locking mechanisms.
Yeah, I guess I'll just convey that to, like, Party and Antaeus, and just be like, there are auras everywhere, but they're, like, Well, first off, they're like hiding what the auras are, and secondly, they're mostly protective beneath that.
What are these people that like are ushering us in? Do they just look like humanoids?
They look like humanoids, and they look like they're dressed up as guards, and they are like gesturing for you to head on in a completely non-ominous way.
That seems too convenient, but I suppose we don't have much of a choice at this point.
I mean, I was thinking maybe there was some sort of magical thing that they're expecting us to not be able to see, but with everything seeming protective, I was expecting it to be more of like, I don't know, defensive magic, like blow up in your face sort of magic if you try to walk in not realizing it.
Does not seem to be the case.
I mean, they do have magic that's resistant to explosives, so I mean, maybe there's a reason for that.
Maybe in case people go in there and they don't want their building to break from the inside. But they seem unusually accepting of just letting us in. We haven't even talked to them.
I mean, I don't see any reason for
them.
us to not just head in. I don't know.
I'll just be like, hello, and kind of like try to look at one of them and see if they respond.
They continue to stare forward, their eyes like not locking on you, but like kind of just looking off.
Well, that's concerning. It's definitely some sort of mind-affecting thing. Whoever is here knows we're here, presumably. Ugh.
Do these things look like they're actually like living creatures?
Yes, they look like humans.
I just wondered, like, if they were like automatons or something.
No, it's a fair question to ask.
Well,
heading in? You standing outside?
I suppose we can't stand out here all day.
Yeah, if Antes doesn't think of anything jump into his head, the auras don't look like they're going to hurt us, so I will just start heading towards the door.
I'll start ingesting some of this before we head in there.
Yeah.
I suppose I should probably...
As you head in, literally every person that you come across, there will be like people kind of stepping out of shadows and like gesturing you forward.
Easy save.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we just keep going.
Yeah. You can follow the arms until you reach a door. No one will come to open the door for you.
I'll quick glance on the door.
Yeah,
Any
give me
auras on
perception.
it?
There are no auras on the door.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not assuming it's trapped, but I'm just looking for auras, and then I'll probably start opening it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you say there's no auras on the door, I'll start reading the door, see if there's anything, like, well, look and see if there's any, anything written or anything on there.
Nope, nothing written.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Alright, give me a fortitude save.
Fun.
God, your fortitude save is so good. You touch the door and you feel like the door has like a little bit of like moisture to it and a little bit of a sting that you kind of feel in your hand as you open it up. And there is like a moment where you can feel like a burn rushing through your arm. And you like stiffen for a moment as you're starting to open the door, but you just kind of push through it and force your way inside.
Fall back. Don't touch the handle. Don't touch the door at all. Just follow me in.
Nice.
The door is, of course, as black as night once more. As all of you step in, the door will close behind the last one of you that steps in. You will hear whispered, "I see all, and I know what you're after. You won't fuck this up for me. You won't fuck this up for the rest of them. It's time for you to end your quest here. It's time for you to die."
Great.
So this is happening entirely in the dark. So I'm going to have you roll into initiative.
All right. Oh yes. I'm assuming this is all in common that they're saying it.
Yes, it is all in common.
Would I be able to linguistics to see if there's any kind of accent?
Yeah, you can give it a shot real quick while you're hearing all this.
Does my Eagle Soul give me initiative, or my initiative, or no?
Is your what?
Am I rolling for initiative as well?
Yes.
Does my Eagle Soul proc? Because if I'm rolling against evil creatures, it gives me.
Yes, your
relies
Eagle
on me
Soul will
knowing.
proc.
All right, I will click my Eagle Soul. Should give me the bonus.
Stupid 2 on linguistics all the time.
God damn. Fucking can't roll a good NPC enemy initiative to save my fucking life. Ugh.
Well, that's what I crit on instead of linguistics.
All right. Antaeus, it looks like you are leading us off.
Dark room.
It is a pitch black room with the door closed.
Is there any way to tell where the voice came from?
You can give me a perception. There is a bit of echo to the room, almost as if it's designed that way with intent. With a 32, I don't think that's enough. Let me double check.
Gotcha.
It's a pretty rough DC considering the circumstances. Yeah, that is not enough.
All right. About like when we were coming in here, it was just like a normal building. Like the rooms were like, it looked like it was like normal size for.
Yes.
Okay, so it's safe to assume that this ceiling is probably about 10 feet, maybe a little higher.
Maybe.
Something like that.
I mean, that's what the hallway ceiling was. It was a little under 10 feet, but close.
Gotcha. So, I'm going to operate under the assumption that everybody was looking forward because we came in that way. And I am going to attempt to...
Yeah, I hate you for your question early, you son of a bitch.
Hit the ceiling with one of these.
You son of a fucking bitch. I was so annoyed when you asked that question because I had no reason to tell you no. But I was like, this is going to totally fuck up my plan here.
I was wondering why your answer was just like, sure. And I'm like, that sounds like you're either upset about it or something. And I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll just ask.
No,
you
it's
later.
good. It's the kind of thing where I think the combat will still be interesting, but I don't think the combat will be nearly as interesting. Let me read exactly how this works, because I didn't know if it was as annoying as I was afraid it might be.
Neither did I. I actually am not still entirely sure.
Acts as blinding bombs, blah blah blah, to which sunlight is. Take 2 damage per die from the bomb. Undead that are harmed by sunlight, blah blah blah. So this doesn't look like it's full sunlight, but I will say it's like a round of sunlight that you can have.
Yeah, and my intent is to throw it so we're not looking directly at it.
Yeah, so I'll need everybody to give me their own reflex save against the sunlight effect, because this is going to be like an immediate burst of brightness.
Reflex save, you said?
Yeah. Well, you don't need to because you
Oh.
know where you're throwing it, so you can like immediately choose to look away.
Yeah.
But this will give you 1 round of being able to see this thing. Assuming that you didn't Ghoulron the save. So yeah, Ghoulron, like, you hear a shatter, and instinctively, like, your eyes look towards where the shatter is. And so you are blinded for 1 minute.
Got it.
But you can see that standing next to Ivy is a, like, dark and, like a very darkened skin elvish creature. And
Thanks for
that's,
being right next to me, buddy. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
it was hoping to get a nice little stab on you, but Brianna,
When I see that, can I make a knowledge check?
I will give you a knowledge check. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Is there a specific one I should do, or?
This would be knowledge history.
All right, it's not my best, but not much. Might be my worst.
This is some kind of drow. You don't know too much more than that, but you know that's probably why there is darkness here.
Yeah.
And you assume that only because you're as well trained as you are, these bombs are having literally any effect.
Okay. So Brianna, free action, she is going to snap her fingers for her glove of storing to bring out her banner of the Scarlet Rose.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to move action. She is going to begin.
Okay, it does say is a free action. Just making sure, because some of these things say like with a snap of your fingers, and they mean a standard action. So I was just making sure that this is one of those items that actually does mean a free action. Because this came up in conscripted multiple times, where it's like, nope, I know the ability says like in the blink of an eye, but it still
But
requires
really,
a standard action to recover the item because it's an object interaction.
move action, she will begin her performance.
Yep.
And that will be at an additional +1 thanks to
so
the banner.
It's +4 total.
Yes.
All right.
And then for her, let's see. And for her standard action, she is going to I guess she's just going to use the beginning of her performance, that she's not going to do anything else.
Okay.
Standard action. So.
Ghoulron, you are blinded.
Yeah, I was seeing if I could do anything about that. Don't think I can. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to have him save. I mean, I don't think he's really going to fail, but it is possible that he does.
Man, I
does
heard you
not.
say that, and then I saw that Inspire Courage. I was like, yes, and I was like, oh.
Well, I don't know if this will work. It probably shouldn't, but I'll just let you roll on it. Ghoulron probably wouldn't know. I'll try to cast True Seeing on myself, see if I can see.
That is a good thought. But yeah, I think this is your eyes not functioning from the blindness, so I think you'll cast the True Seeing. And you will, if only you could see things as they are.
Okay.
You feel your eyes gain that intense power though, and you'll know that this will be lasting even after your blindness goes away. But sadly, it will not give you the ability to see that. No remove blindness, deafness?
Not prepare that.
Ouch. Ivy.
We doing the blood rage.
Yep. Oh, and you rolled good. Oh, that's
We're
so sad.
going with probably Blur Haste, but I want to know what exactly, just quick look over of this person. What do they look like?
Yeah, so he has a rapier in hand, and he is like, he's got it like prepared to, he's got it drawn back and looks like he's about to like slot it into the back of your neck. As you turn and look to this man who is like reasonably well dressed, has this like darkened skin. Actually, I have a front view because a lot of these guys look very similar to each other. So let me grab them real quick.
This rapier, it be metal?
It do be metal.
Nice. All right, buddy. +3 bonus on attack rolls. Thank you very much.
Oh, his armor is metal too, so.
Oh, okay, well, you didn't say he was wearing armor,
Yeah.
so I
Well,
assumed
it's underneath
he
his
wasn't.
shirt, so you won't know,
Yeah.
but your attack will be at a +3.
Okay, so defensive
Yeah,
concentration.
you got a +7 on this.
Pose.
Minus spell point.
Actually, hold on a sec. I'm gonna double check something because there was something about critically missing recently. That I just want to double check. I think I ran into this though. I'll look it up later. If it turns out this doesn't work, I'll find it and we can discuss it then.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure you can't critically fail a concentration check.
I thought concentrations were on the list of them, but I honestly can't remember at the moment, and I don't want to spend the time trying to find it because it's annoyingly hard
Yeah,
to
my
find.
impression was it's not one you can critically fail. But I am obviously trying to do Shocking Grasp,
Yep.
so I have a +7 to these attack rolls. I turned on Haste. Okay, full round attack and spell.
Would have been so much cooler.
29.
That will miss.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, he's got a good AC.
Even with the +4?
Yeah, 29 is with the full
Yep.
+7. So that's a 39 and a 33 to confirm.
Let me pull this up again. Jumping through
All right,
a lot of tabs
32
real quick,
to
sorry.
confirm.
That will indeed confirm.
Critical, Shocking Grasp.
That is some painful shit right there. Yeah, he's still up.
Right. Hasted attack. 29. Oh my
miss.
god, okay. Jeez.
All right, well, you are blurred, which is kind of annoying for him.
Blur isn't that much.
No,
I
it's
wanted
not.
the haste more than anything.
And he does get to roll twice against it.
Okay.
Let me roll these out. Ooh, what a shit roll, though. Oh, that's so sad. God, that is super sad. Yeah, I don't suppose that a 17 hits by any chance, right?
Ooh, not even close.
Fucking daylight actually affects him way more than I wanted it to. Oh yeah, that's even worse. So yeah, the daylight will disappear as we re-enter Antaeus' turn.
Can anyone help me? I'm blind.
No, I can't.
All right.
Since I only lasts a turn, I will attempt to. Actually, what I'll do is I will pop one of these
Yeah. It's really good.
and consume it.
Absolutely. Any movement you want to make?
Your move.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say we're.
Brianna.
All right. Brianna is Brianna is going to use her mnemonic vestment to cast daylight.
Let me see something here. This kind of matters because the way this works. If the name of the spell is not equivalent of daylight, is not the equivalent of daylight for the purposes blah blah blah. Okay. You will remove the darkness, and the light is still relatively dark. The room does not have any natural lighting to it either. There's a layer of additional darkness, so there is basically light coming in from the windows. So we are in dim lighting conditions, because daylight dispels darkness, functionally.
Okay. Alright, that is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is a good maneuver. It is an improvement in visibility. Gul'ran.
Would Gul'ran be aware? Is the blindness like a magical blindness, or am I just like blinded from like?
Gul'ran is aware it's not magical blindness. This is a supernatural ability.
All right. And sorry, is this like? Do I feel like this is like the death encounter? Like we need to fucking pull out all the stops on this?
No, because this guy is not using any magical abilities that you can tell so far. You didn't hear him cast any spells.
Okay, so I don't feel like me being disabled for long is a big deal.
No, You know that you're looking for a guy that is like Ivy, that can cast spells and fight.
All right, I'll just since I can't see, I'll just cast prayer.
Okay. Yeah, that will work well. Luck bonus for everyone.
Is he hit by that, or?
He is within range of that, so he will need to make a...
Does he have spell resistance? I'd cast it.
He does have spell resistance, yes. I didn't realize it was spell resist. Yep, there it is. That will not beat his spell resist.
Alright.
Ivy. Everybody does have the luck bonus.
Yep.
Plus 8 for everybody. Cheaters.
Same maneuvers.
Yep.
So, defensive concentration.
He does have concealment, but that will succeed.
Even in dim light?
Even in dim light, yes.
Okay.
Very specific to abilities he has. Well, we know that hits, so you want highs or lows?
Highs.
You got it.
Damage. And spell damage.
Alright. That was attack 1.
Attack 2.
Damn! That's a hit.
Highs again.
Yep.
Because I'm just doing the highs.
There it is. You're fine.
Damage.
He is... You hear a thud on the ground and a clang of the sword against it.
Well, I guess we get to break it to the other 3 that this one was definitely working against them.
The door will swing open. And there will be a clap from the other end of the room. And you'll now notice a figure kind of step up from the chair. Where you saw a desk in the distance, and where you, even with echolocation, did not quite notice where this person was, Antaeus.
I'm just gonna sigh out of disappointment.
I think you can do it. I don't want you to do it. But I gotta put my chips in on the side that might have the ability to accomplish things. Right?
That's what the smart move would be.
We'll get you in. He'll open up a drawer in his desk, write something down, crumple it into a ball, and then throw it at you. Give me a reflex save if you want to try to catch it.
Just tossing shit at me, rude as fuck.
Yeah, you can catch it. That's where you're to meet the four of us. If you've met the rest of us, that is. If you haven't, well, who am I kidding? You met all four of us. I watched you come in. The report said you visited the right people. Fucking ran your mouth at the second one like a bunch of idiots, but you're out-of-towners. I wanted it to be us. He actually looks very similar to the guy you see on the screen. In fact, almost like a carbon copy of the guy. And if any of you kind of looks down where the body was, there is like a small pile of snow there.
Isn't that out of character, like the simulacrum
Yes.
thing or something?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if that would give me enough information to know about
Yeah,
that.
you would know. That was a simulacrum.
You said he's on a screen?
Huh?
You said he's on a screen?
No, he's like seated in the chair. In the chair
Oh, okay.
on the opposite side of the room.
Ah, yes.
Meet us there when I should give you at least some explanation of what's about to happen so it's not a complete surprise. If any four of us call a meeting, it means it's something urgent. The other four are summoned immediately. We will have you be summoned in our stead, using the objects that were given to create the meeting. You'll appear in chairs. This will make it a little bit more difficult for you, but perhaps you can just negotiate things, but based on the looks of you, it's probably not going to happen.
Right away, at least. Or, right away we may talk a little, but I won't stay talking for long.
The other four are likely not going to side with you. They will be on his side all of the way. We will not be able to provide you assistance, as it will require us to give up our ability to assist you while we send you there. The room is entirely sealed on all sides, save for one portal that is behind the chair of the man I'm assuming you're here to kill. Keep talking about killing someone. I didn't hear the beginning, or at least my men didn't hear the beginning. When you're finished with him, use the portal to leave. It's your only way out. The door is a facsimile of one simply painted there. We haven't ever figured out where the room is exactly. Once you've rid us of him, it would be preferred that you not kill the other guild leaders. It is in our best interest that the infighting continues here.
I don't actually plan to have to kill anyone, so. Unless
Good.
they force me to.
Because if you kill them, you will create a significant power vacuum. And it will allow for an easy transfer of control. There are guilds that wait for other guilds to fall, and there are people waiting in the wing to take over guilds that do not currently run guilds. The wrong choice of who falls can result in a catastrophic change to the system we protect.
I'll do my best, but I have my first and foremost goal, so.
I wish you luck. Meet us there at sundown tonight. And we will get you in.
Anything about him that that might be able to help us?
He is a master of keeping range and of the bow.
Bow.
He will keep far away, and he strikes with exceptional precision and is easily adept at taking advantage of your missteps or mistakes. He can take to the sky just so much as he can move it. However, it is my, and a few others' estimation, that he is likely not the kind of person with the internal strength to stay standing for long should something be able to close on him. Though he has a number of tricks up his sleeve to ensure that that is not very likely to remain that way. And the rumor, based on the wings he have, is that he's made a lot of deals to get where he is. Don't underestimate him. I hope you're ready. Because this could be the very end.